Be careful. The further in time you get, the more likely you are to become lost.
All life shall cease.
High or low, doesn't matter. This is the path.
All right,
Sorry, I'll stop talking about my disaster lesbian sorcerer. Ugh.
Oh, that's a good way to open a show. Oh my
Lesbian
God, this
sorcerer.
is
yeah.
the
Lesbian
best way to
sorcerer.
open up a show.
Well, with a disaster, a
Fantastic
lesbian
conversation.
disaster.
Wow.
sorcerer.
Sorry, it's a disaster lesbian. I'm sorry. I should have specified.
Qualified that one a little.
Yeah.
That is coming from our special guest star tonight. So normally we'd play a little intro, but with that type of statement just coming right into the show, we were so excited that we had to go there. And now we will be playing a beautiful open that we had planned.
Oh my God.
Clerics claim that the souls of the neutral-aligned dead remain in the boneyard and are transformed in the lands beyond Pharasma's palace and the necropolis into eons. These strange creatures act as the goddess's advisors, guides, and even soldiers in times of war. The souls of the neutral dead also form into psychopomps who serve as the bureaucracy of death, whose purpose is to chase down those who have escaped the river of souls and the natural cycle. In the unclaimed wilderness of the Boneyard, wolf-like packs of Essobox patrol, protecting the restful dead from both mortal and outsider intruders who would disturb them. Join GM McLeods and the players of the Loaded Dice Rollers on this week's adventure. Find truth in the path.
Ooh. Every time I get
my
chills.
Lord.
Yeah.
I get chills.
Amazing.
Knocking it out of the park.
She's so good. That's Deanna.
She is so good.
We have a special guest star tonight, which is so stellar. Brooke from season 2. Yeah.
Happy to be back.
It's good to have you back. So what have you been doing in between these?
Working, class, playing 5e sometimes. Happy to be back with the system.
It's true.
Yeah.
Happy to have you with the family.
We have deep appreciation for 5e. And we're jealous of your character in 5e because we hear that she's unstoppable.
Epic. Yeah.
A disaster.
Headed for
All of those things.
mythic. Actually,
I'm trying my best.
in D&D E3, it used to be epic rules. Not mythic, but epic rules. And I bet you somebody has reconstructed that for the 5th
5e?
edition. Yeah, I'm sure.
I would have hoped so, because that was one of my favorite 3.5 source books of the many 3.5 source books that are out there.
See, you know it. You know it.
Oh, I got a hard copy, baby.
You guys, we have a lot to catch up everybody with because last session was pretty harsh. And you guys, Brooke doesn't even know yet what happened because we record weeks before and then the guest stars come on. They don't know, so this is all going to be a big surprise. If we play the cold open that... Mel, did you edit this? Somebody edits these things and sends them in.
Someone extremely skilled, but it was not me.
Okay. Well, should we roll that? Should we roll the...
Yeah.
I think maybe we should.
A lot happened.
Absorb.
It was crazy.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Roll it.
On the last episode of the Loaded Dice Rollers,
We're back in.
We don't mind. We go with the flow, baby.
there was some confusion.
His wiener?
It's,
No.
It was not.
It was not a male genie.
And the rogue was telling secrets.
I will kill you when I know where you sleep.
The adventurers were continuing their mission to return to Absalom.
It's a dangerous island, and we were trying to move as quickly as we could to some sort of area that we'd be safe.
They met a tribe of friendly centaurs.
And a few of them have offered their good graces. They may even be a resource for us to get back to Absalom. I hear the most famous one in Absalom is Pat Senator.
That's it.
Some traditions die hard.
He's slapping the
Be
weasel.
curious.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Miss Silver, can I ask
I
you
will
something?
take the weasel.
What?
But yes, I have always wanted to go to Absalom.
The centaurs really had a companion weasel.
The first course of action is getting out of the mountains and going down to the plains, into the plains, and to Absalom in a 3-day ride.
An outgoing weasel.
And you have a weasel.
We're like, oh, great, a weasel.
Who's no good at crossing logs.
Weasel's dead.
I'm sorry.
As he was going over, he just slammed into the wrong branch and it was rotten. Oh. And he takes 20 points of damage.
Just happened. Can you?
I'm sending the Raven to grab the weasel out of the water.
Fastest companion death ever. Thank you, GM McClouds.
Wow.
There we go.
You saw it here first.
Someone else followed the weasel.
I rolled a 1. It falls into the river.
Oh, no.
Oh no, she slipped and completely fell into the river.
But a drow had been watching them,
I see you there.
tracking them.
I saw something that might have been involved in what happened to our clan. But it's an as adept a hunter as I am, if not better. But they're hunting us.
Once out of the mountains,
Silver, please lead, and quickly at that. We need to get out of here. We're sitting ducks in this ravine.
This place. No, it's not tactically good.
Minotaur skeletons?
Yeah.
15 points of damage. Oh. And he sweeps you off your feet, and Aiden goes down.
the death of a group member is never easy to digest.
That's emotional seeing Aiden go down right now.
Ren or Arden have ever heard me scream this like bloody murder before? I think he's dead. No! We're going to the end of the road.
Surrounded by minotaurs, they had little choice.
Luna,
Yes.
if we stay here, we're gonna die.
Their guide, the centaur, was a quick way out.
Mount her. Mount her.
Hey girl, how you doing? Let me ride you.
It's like Orlando Bloom.
Rider.
There we go.
Is that something that you're excited about?
Thanks.
I've never had a humanoid on my back before.
How does it feel?
Oh my God, you guys are awful.
But one other didn't escape the onslaught.
One great axe, here it is. 20.
You rolled a 20?
Confirmed. Plus 14. 17. Confirmed.
I'm done.
How done are you?
And I had 23 left, so I'm negative 31.
Arden goes down. And the other guy just to drive it home. 7 plus.
Aiden, the young Pathfinder's birthmark, had a huge surprise.
And a 100-foot aura, an intense flame from the fire explosion that Aiden is.
Wow.
Takes place behind you guys. And you just see like minotaurs and flames running around for a little bit.
Tonight, we begin back in Absalom
This is not how it's supposed to go.
with 2 of the core characters dead.
It's the weasel.
A few years have gone by,
Yeah, that's the story.
That's it.
and those that return to Skyreach, the Pathfinder Lodge in Absalom, now call it home.
The element of surprise was nice, as long as we had it.
Welcome, Brooke, from season 2 to tonight's astonishing episode.
Yeah, Brooke!
Yeah!
Oh,
What
man.
an intro, and what
I told
a
you.
horribly, terrible, angry GM we've got.
You did.
PTSD for sure.
Oh my
Merciless.
God, it's-
Merciless. I told you you did a lot of stuff last week.
People went and died, yeah.
I
He
know.
done killed us. We done dead. D-E-D dead.
2 main characters. Wow.
2 people.
You're the devil.
I think that's the first time ever in our series.
You know, if you're a fan of Loaded Dice, so you've been listening this long, or you're just tuning in, maybe write us and tell us how you feel about all that, because you know, I'd love to know. How about you guys?
I'm sure there's a very vocal GM community that would really praise your efforts. and murdering PCs.
Oh, really?
I think there's no shortage of back support for you for that.
Yeah, I think I might be writing. Me personally.
So that's Brooke on all the comments.
It's just me.
Somebody's on Facebook right now.
Who's Brooke 1234? She's really.
No, I'm sorry. I'm logged in on all 16 of my accounts currently commenting.
There is a lot of demand to go live. I'll just tell you guys that there's a lot of demand to go live, especially if we get Elijah Woods and Sean
my
Astin.
thing would be we're doing it live would make actual sense.
We've only been saying it for 70 episodes.
Yeah.
That was great.
We gotta continue to say that, Mel.
We are doing it live right now.
Exactly.
Last week was very sentimental. Brooke, what do you think happened? I mean, you kind of listened to that. What do you think happened?
I think a lot of trauma happened, and I think not a lot of processing happened, but I hope in the years since they've been able to process losing two of their main friends. That's insane.
It was a brother and their last mentor.
No.
Yeah, because Mel and Tom are playing brother and sister, and Aiden was their other brother, and then Arden was their protector, the last in the line.
Oh.
They killed his brother. Everybody's dead. It's tragic.
Shh. Someone call a necromancer.
I know, right?
No. And we're adopted too. So
Yeah, we're all adopted. We're not actual
brother and sisters, but we're all grew up together as brother and sisters.
No, you're real brother and sister.
That's what they think. Yeah, you know how people tell you things and it gets ingrained in your mind. You think you know things. That's
I'm
how.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's how it's going. But you
happen?
Yeah,
there is
that
one
happens.
left in the lineage, though. There's one left.
There is one left.
She's out there.
She is out there.
She's out there.
That character was actually Anastasia.
Yeah.
I said it. Spoiler alert. Okay, but we have a great show tonight, and I should catch everybody up. So, all that happened because you guys were out on your mission to document a shipwreck with a great captain who abandoned you guys in an ore boat and took the easy way, the sea way, around Absalom and went back around Kodos, the island that Absalom is on, and he oared all the way back to Absalom, evidently. So by the time you guys made it back, he'd been there for a month or so. So good for him. He's a naval hero, is what they call him.
Fear is a great motivator.
But Eagle Eye
and drug withdrawal, right?
Great
and
motivator.
He went through it, and now he's back on it, evidently.
What was the potion? Eagle something?
Eagle Splendor.
He's back on the Splendor?
He's back on the Splendor. It's an expensive habit.
Back on the Splendor.
Oh, dude, you're back on the Splee? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Splee was pretty good, I'm just saying.
Yeah, man, I was off the Splee for a while, but now I'm back on it. So, that happens sometimes.
One bit.
Got any Splee?
And by the way, McLean is going to come back on with his friend from the CW series, Outpost, Adam. So,
that's amazing.
Hey.
That'll be awesome.
It was so much fun.
A lot of fun.
McLean was awesome. He should come
Such a
every
talent.
time.
Such a talent. But we have an equal talent here, Brooke.
Yes.
And we're going to have an amazing show. So let's catch everybody up. So you guys went through all that. You made it back with Silver, your friend that you befriended a centaur, and she got you back to Absalom, which is cool. So there, you got into Absalom, which is challenging from the outside gate. But obviously you look like you fit in, and the centaur maybe not, but there are centaurs there. And so basically they let you in, and you didn't have your paperwork to get into Skyreach because it's all been flushed in the ocean. But, the Grandmaster had remembered you and got you in. Mel, why don't you tell us what happened? You're at the gates of Skyreach, and you're allowed in. And so what happens over the next 2 years, by the way? 2 freaking years.
Over the past 2 years, Luna and Ren ended up making it into Skyreach, and the most amazing thing happened is Ren ended up using the story of what we just went through to actually get him to become a full Pathfinder.
Oh, yes, he finally did it.
8th time's the charm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it only takes 8.
I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? I thought
7.
I'm sorry.
It was 7.
Please continue.
7 for the record.
So, for those who don't know, Skyreach is like the home hub for Pathfinders in Galorian, and this is pretty much where Luna and Ren has been staying and learning and more kind of like evolving ourselves. We're still the same people, but we, you know, have grown closer together, really kind of understanding like the struggles, and it's given us 2 years to be able to kind of soak in everything that happened technically in the last episode, which was 2 years ago. And so right now we are getting ready to go on to hopefully another mission, as we've been doing probably smaller little missions around the town.
Well, I love that. And Tom, Ren, please add some to her story there.
As Luna said, you know, we got to know each other, as Mel said, Luna and Ren, and we...
Well, you guys are brother and sister, right? Just for somebody that's not listening, right? You guys are brother and sister.
Yeah, for all intent and purposes, we became closer, and we had a process. There was a lot to process. What we saw and what we went through with the clan, the journey over to Absalom, the adventure we had with the amazing captain, the things that we saw, the death that we saw,
the murder of your brother and second father figure.
I'm
sorry. I mean, I'm sure you'll get into that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Lots of stuff that we had to process. Lots of stuff.
Wow.
With that, we've also realized that, you know, we have to be there and we have to look out for one another and protect each other. And we're still baffled about these marks and why our brother died and exploded.
Yeah, explain that a little bit.
So we have these marks that we had since birth. You know, one's the sun, one is the moon. Luna has the moon. Aiden had the sun.
Makes sense, Luna.
And yeah, and Ren has ash and fire.
Two
of them. And Aiden's,
is that because we couldn't find another player to share that with, or is that just a thing?
I think it's a thing.
Okay.
But, you know, we can go either way. I mean, there can be stories about that. But, I mean,
rumor.
Aiden's blew up. Aiden literally lit him up. So for us, what are these?
Oh, that's a good question.
Purpose?
I'm going to give you a star for that. That's awesome. Nice. So, Brooke, we're keeping stars, as you know, on the sideline. Now I have names printed out, so now I know. I'm very accurate.
Official.
And Brooke, thank you for
Sam.
coming tonight. What do you have? What are you up to? What's going on? So you have any plays? I mean, we're still, if you're listening in the future, it's still kind of lockdown. We're getting the vaccines. Are you vaccinated? I'm not yet.
I'm not vaccinated yet, but
I
soon.
get my second dose on Monday.
Look at Mel.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Show offs.
Yeah. Well, Brooke is a fantastic actress. And she is just going to hit Hollywood like nobody's business. But right now we are under lockdown, and this is how we contribute. And what's your Twitch channel, by the way? When you play your video games, what channel is that?
Right now I'm BrookeSmart08. And, I do have something to say, actually, that I'm a part of. It's this really cool podcast. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah, we tend to play tabletop games. There's this really cool guy who runs it. Yeah.
I was hoping, is that Loaded Dice Rollers?
I think it might be.
Is that
actually,
a selfless, shameless promotion?
Those guys are terrible. Wait.
No, they're amazing.
They're amazing.
By the
They're
time
amazing.
this episode launches, season 2 is going to be a smash hit because it's all video. So season 3 is going to just build on that. So Brooke, we're so happy to have you back. Thank you so much for joining us. You're such a fantastic improv actor, such a great gamer. Well, I'm really excited. And Jonathan, you have traditionally played this caretaker that blew up last week with a bunch of Minotaurs. How was the pain?
That guy's dead.
No, but when the axes hit you all at once and a couple of horns stuck you, what was that like for you?
I was a little crestfallen because I was really starting to connect to Arden.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I was just worried about the kids. I was worried about the Chosen. Ooh, should I call them that? But
maybe
these special young Pathfinders, these scribes. I was worried about them. I was worried about Anastasia for sure. She's still, as of that time, 2 years ago, she was under lock and key with the Aspis Consortium, as far as we knew. Arden has unfinished business. He lost his wife, he lost his son, and then he lost his daughter in an unexpected way.
Sounds like a terrible movie.
Or an awesome one, or a potential amazing redemption story. Deanna, come on back and see what happens.
She's really going to have to be the key. I hope she is, at least. Anyway.
He was a good dude, but screw that guy, because I got a new character now.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about your new character.
Oh, Theros Lightsworn?
Oh, there's Lightsworn.
Whoa.
Oh, haven't you heard?
Last name and
Theros Lightsworn. Well,
Everybody knows about you, by
Listen.
the way. You are rather famous.
of course everybody knows about Theros Lightsworn. Theros Lightsworn is probably the best thing to happen to the Pathfinders since the Pathfinders have happened.
Oh, okay.
And look,
Jeez.
Don't get me wrong. I'm just here as a humble servant of Iomide.
Humble.
And I am here to make sure that the young Pathfinders find their path. With my righteous longsword and my shield to protect them along the way.
Yeah, his longsword is making up for something.
Oh.
That's a horrible characterization. And you don't know what I've got going under my full plate. They don't call it full plate for a reason.
I mean, I've known you for a couple years now, so I mean, one can only assume so far.
Yeah.
Luna, I love the sass that you give me.
Mora, who is being played by Brooke, is one of your best friends.
Mora is one of my best friends. She knows. Beneath this half plate or full plate exterior, there lies the heart of a poet.
Yeah, right.
And an excellent poet at that.
So he says,
A heart full of a need to compensate terribly.
"Ooh, big car."
Oh, Mora. Oh, Mora.
Oh, we love you for it.
Make it into a song, Jonathan, for a star.
Well, if you'll grant me an audience, I'm happy to expound.
Yeah.
I come to see the finders to their path, to avoid the things that would extend their wrath. I am Theros, and I am here for you and you. And there is nothing for the Pathfinders that I wouldn't take care of.
It's way better than
Yes.
normal, by the way. Normally,
Yes.
that was very
Theros,
good,
that
Jonathan. I gave you a star
terrible,
for that.
Theros. That was absolutely terrible.
Terribly good. Yes, I appreciate
Terribly
you,
good.
Ren.
That's
Ren,
right.
You
Thank you, Luna.
are an aficionado of good poetry, Ren.
Yes,
I appreciate you.
Yes, thank you, Luna.
Theros, I
Theros?
think you're getting better. My ears didn't bleed this time.
Mora,
Star
you're
for
such a
Mora.
card.
Star for
You're
Mora.
such a card. Listen, what wrongs are we going to right today,
Yeah.
my friends? Because I am excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to help find your paths together. Let's find our path, shall we?
Yes.
You're writing wrongs? Finally, you're taking a creative writing class. I thought you'd never go in with it.
And as he claps his
Oh,
hands,
I see the pun.
Yeah.
I see the pun there. Yes. Very good. Mora, you may have a shot at being a poet just yet.
oh God,
I can help you get there, though.
Oh no.
Anyways, what were the plans for today?
I don't know, Luna, but these two are a little crazy.
I mean, I love it. I mean, I love
Always.
every
As
single
always,
time
I
that
know, they're always
Theros is very entertaining, especially with Mora.
sets the mood.
I get it.
Right.
I know.
So these are in the
Anyways.
halls of Skyreach. So Pathfinders have a society. So there's the Grandmasters, and then there are sort of regional, leaders, and then there are agents, which do most of the work for the Chronicle, and then there are trainees, which is what you guys have been for a few years. But you did become an agent, so you're like junior agents, and sort of like Hogwarts, really. You guys have grown up with these other people within Skyreach who have always wanted to be Pathfinders. And so Theros and Mora are two of those who you guys have been in frequent contact with. And although sometimes you don't appreciate his poetry or his singing, you do appreciate their powers with God, because they do seem very devoted. And that's something that maybe you and Ren have thought about, especially with what's happened to you.
I think you mean they always appreciate the poetry and the music.
No, just sometimes.
Sometimes I'll take.
Very good. Warden Hunch is somebody that you have come to recognize. He kind of handles your groups. He's from somebody called Grandmaster Zygmun's, his part of society, and he was kind of assigned to you guys mistakenly or not, and he kind of handles you guys. So we have a map here, and you see Hunch come in and he says, Mora, I've been meaning to speak with you.
Well, then speak away, my friend.
Yes. You know how it's been 2 years, really, since you've been sent on any mission. We felt that it's time that you started, paying back the Pathfinder Society that you take on a mission.
Paying it back. I've been dreadfully bored. I feel as though you've not been allowing me to go out and show you my talents.
That might be true. What are your talents?
My talents? Well, I certainly can support people far better than you've supported me.
We give you food and shelter. If it's not something you like in the Pathfinder Lodge, maybe we can put you at the guard's gate or something.
You know, I'm actually quite all right. What was that about a job?
Henry the guard gets very bored out there, so he'd appreciate any. Oh, the job, yes. So
Henry has malformed feet. I'd rather not.
Do you have a Wayfinder?
Do I have a Wayfinder?
I believe the answer is no, because most at your level don't have Wayfinders yet, and Wayfinders is something very special for Pathfinders.
You'd be correct.
Yes, and your friend, who the one that's always talking loud, I can never get anything over him.
That's Theros Lightsworn. Don't forget the name, my friend.
I know.
And listen, let me tell you something.
Maura,
Just so you understand.
I know he has all the money in the world, but can you ask him if he has a Wayfinder? I don't.
Did you invoke his name?
Listen, it's not the size of the Wayfinder, it's how you use it. And though I may not have a Wayfinder, I know that I would use it in a way that would find things. And my friend Maura here, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
If you need something found, she is the one to find it. I am but a humble servant of Iomade, and I am here to spread her word.
Maura, he's
and
very
to make
humble.
sure that these
very
scribes these scribes find their path, and I find that same
Just
path.
let it run its course. He'll stop eventually.
Will he
But
stop?
if Maura needs to find something for you, she will find it.
Luna, I think this is our time. We should approach the warden because he hasn't come to us about the Wayfinders yet.
Oh, I heard that, Ren. I was coming to you next. Grand Sigmund, your Grandmaster, feels it's time for you to receive a Wayfinder too. And it's not something you can buy. It's something you earn. Although some people in the room have enough money to buy a lot of things, this is not one of them.
Maura, I think he's talking about you.
She has 5 gold pieces to her name. It is true.
I do have a bit.
So, listen, it's not a naval ship like you are used to, you're accustomed, but there is a ship at the harbor waiting for you that will take you to Oppara. And I believe that at least half of this group will be very excited to return to Oppara. And there you're to meet a mechanic, a machinist really, who labs the most grand Wayfinders of them all.
It's Mezalu. It's Mezalu who we're going to be meeting. Luna,
there, you get a star.
Wait, what?
No, it's Mezalu.
It's Muicello, but that's okay.
Mezalu
You're in the ballpark. That's fine. Look, I'll
Newton,
take it.
Warden Master Newton always had fun with Mezalu, and that was his nickname.
We'll just call him Mezalu to make him happy.
Luna and I literally grew up with him. He is amazing.
He's fun.
He's fun. Yeah, he's fun.
Indeed.
Should you accept this mission? The tape will blow up in 5 seconds. Psst. Yeah. Do you guys all
Everyone
agree
get
that
back.
this is a proper move for an agent? You have to have a Wayfinder as a Pathfinder, and they're extraordinary items, as we've heard on prior shows. And if you are listening and you want to know more about that, please go back a few episodes. We have a huge opening with it. And so you guys you ship off, and you're on the ship, and the next thing you know, you're in your hammocks and you're sleeping.
Jim, before we ship off, can I do one thing?
Sure.
Can I one thing? Ren pulls the warden. Warden, can I speak with you for a second, alone?
Did you want to see the other warden? He's not here.
No, I want to actually. I'd like to speak to the Grand Master.
Zygmunt, he spends more and more time with that Sphinx, and we can't get him out of that room. You just hear him in there talking,
moaning.
I don't know anything about that, Warden.
Riddles,
scratching,
scratch.
It doesn't sound proper to me. But look, when we got back, I have something that was very special that I was given a long time ago and made to promise that I would watch it for my whole life. I handed it over for safekeeping, and I know that the Grand Master took it and researched it, and I haven't seen it for 2 years now. If we are truly to finally ship off, which Luna and I have been waiting for months, it's amazing. It's taken so long. This is a great step, and see Meslo, I really think I should, get that item back, if that's possible.
It's typical that Pathfinders, when they find things, and I understand this was something that you owned, right?
It was something that I not only owned, but it was something that I made an oath to protect.
Hunch has a little walking impediment, and he goes off and leaves you guys for several hours, and you hear the Grandmaster with the Sphinx in the next room, and then Hunch comes back and he says, "Your item is being studied. It's unique. Your item it's the only one found like it."
It's a lot of entendres in one sentence right there. Just saying. His item is special. It's unique.
You can't buy
studied.
it. It's priceless.
There's only one like it. Just saying.
It's priceless. Can't buy it. Evidently. You know how most Pathfinders find items from their recoveries, and then they come and they buy them back. In this case, they're saying you cannot buy it back.
But I'm not looking to buy it back. It's an item that I have sworn to protect. So I'm more than happy with my sister and our friends Mora and Theros to go and get our Pathfinder initiation pieces, our Wayfinders. I mean, it's been, like I said, months. We have been ready, more than ready, but I can't leave this with.
You don't feel it's safe.
I promised.
I know when you first came to the gates of Skyreach that you had claimed that you had seen drow hunting you, and you feel like the item draws in those who are seeking it, and it's malevolent in some ways. Nefarious.
Luna and it is. And
it should be studied then, Ren. It should not be out. And that's just from me to you, because if it were out, things might find it.
My apologies, Warden, but
Sorry,
my friend
you had to overhear it.
certainly values honesty.
Of course he does.
Thank you, Mora.
I would not associate with him did he not value honesty.
What are you proposing?
I feel as though you insinuated that perhaps he wasn't being necessarily truthful about the drow and being hunted, and should you keep this relic here, would you not be subjecting yourself to the same treatment, being hunted? Keeping it in the same place, stagnancy is quite dangerous.
It has been in the possession of Skyreach for a while.
I have a poem about this just to drive the point home of what Mora is trying to say. If anyone wants to hear it, I'll tell you. The thing inside his pocket is much more than a locket.
That's not the time right now. Theros.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, please. Don't
The target on your back only grows. Would you like to make it bigger?
Nope. I will yield. I'm sorry. I was just trying to help.
It is tradition to be able to buy back the items that a Pathfinder discovers.
Luna, tell the warden why we need to get this back. We talked about this.
It's not up to me. You can buy your items back. But this item is very unique. And I don't know if it provides you with any additional powers. We're not sure what it does, from what I hear.
Then you care to subject yourself and everyone residing here to danger. Is that what you're saying?
Your friends support a very good case. Perhaps, and it's not me, it's the bureaucracy of the Pathfinders, you could buy your item back.
And we're trying to buy the item back. I think you should just really store those thoughts and keep them at the ready so that when we get there, you can just let them all go. tell him, you know?
All right. Moira is making loads of sense, and I will follow her lead.
So
You
Hunch,
always do.
Hunch takes you over to the bank, and it is a massive library archive, and through it you just see stashes of magical items, scrolls, potions, rings, staves, rods, everything, the wands, everything you can imagine, armor, just the most beautiful weapons. Like it starts from level, +1 with some kind of rune or whatever, all the way back to like just, you think in the back you see like a luck blade or something. You're like, oh my god.
I can imagine if I was some sort of wizard or rogue, this would be driving me insane right now. But luckily we don't have any of those around here, do we?
No, none at all.
Be quiet. This is the library.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a bell that I can ring? I'd like to make a withdrawal. Ding, 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 ding. Can I make a withdrawal? I'm looking to take out a bunch of money to acquire my friend's extremely valuable magical item. Can someone help me over here? What kind of establishment is this?
Expedient service by Sir Silence.
You can only buy the items that you turn in.
Oh. Well, I didn't turn in anything, except vast amounts of wealth. So, my friend here would like to make some sort of transaction, and I can forward the wealth involved.
Can I see your friend? Can I talk to your friend?
Of course, and I turn and grab and Ren and push him forward to the...
I'm the friend, Theros. I think you're supposed to just give me money, is what...
What items have you checked in?
I've checked in a... Well, there's not really a name for it.
What's your name?
My name is Ren.
Okay.
And
it's under Ren. Ren is the holder of the item. That's the one you want to grab. It's probably filed away under Ren.
Hey, Theros.
Ren, what does it look like?
Theros,
yes, Mora.
It's a cylinder. I've talked to you all about it.
What adventure was it from? Where was it documented?
Let's play
It's not an adventure.
Yes.
It is
a quiet game. Yes, okay.
Is Theros.
Yes. It's
Luna,
it's Theros?
I'm playing the game
for
with
me,
Mora.
please.
What do you need from me?
Check Theros, please.
Theros.
Sir, it was given to me by my elder to keep and to protect. And I gave it to Grandmaster. It's something that was given. It's not something that I found.
Okay, so no mission. Where was it found?
Was it found?
It was not found. It was from my clan master in Oppara.
So confusing.
Hey, Ren, you're doing a terrible job of withdrawing.
Lost the quiet game.
I push him
You
aside and I
lost.
step up to the counter and say, I think I'd like to talk for my friend here. And I kind of, Theros is not a small person. He blows up a little bit. Listen, sir.
Yes.
I think you're misunderstanding something. This cylinder belongs to my friend Ren.
People are looking around. Like
That's right. You can all look at me. I'm Theros Lightsworn.
Morris
Remember
has
the
in her
name.
hands.
I'm here, but Mora, wait, he's trying to withdraw an item that belongs to him, and they seem to be giving him some sort of problem with this.
Luna, he's
He
making a
is, and the
scene.
great Theros Lightsworn has lost the quiet game yet again.
Oh, I've always loathed this game. I don't feel like I ever had a shot at this.
That was awesome.
Hey,
So,
Theros.
sir, where was the item found?
The item was given to me in Oppara.
Oh, Oppara. Okay,
Yes.
let me go find the file. Ren, Oppara. I'll be right back. And it seems good down the hallway.
That's R-E-N, and it's under Oppara. It's this man right here. He gave you the item. You're just
Theros,
giving it
you're
back to
making-
him.
And he
Theros.
comes back with this like kind of like it's a lockbox. It's like a treasure chest almost, and he opens it up, and inside is a bag. And he goes, "This?"
That's it.
Okay, and he hands you this bag, and he goes, "It's tagged at 300 gold pieces."
No problem. I'm going to slam it down right there on the counter.
Theros, are you sure about this?
Anything for my friend
Ren, do you want
Ren.
to do this again?
Yeah.
Luna, I don't know if we can ever repay him.
There's no repaying me, my friend. Listen,
It's
this is
friendship,
my
right?
duty
We're
to serve
playing
you.
with friendship.
Thank you for your documenting,
That,
Pathfinders.
you know what? Luna put it best. You are paying me with friendship, which there is no price.
He's paying every single gold he should have put in the losing the quiet game jar.
She's right. Mora's right. It's often the quiet game I lose quite a bit, and Mora earns quite a bit from that game. I usually lose much more than 300 gold pieces.
So
this is a bargain by any
Mora
stretch.
2 silver pieces from a side bet that they had going on.
I'll go ahead and reduce my limitless gold count by 300 gold pieces, Spencer.
Yes. And so you get
thank you.
You get your this bag is
No, thank you, Ren.
Ren, this
Thank
bag
you.
is familiar to you. It's your bag of holding, and you just bought it for 300 gold.
Let's get another bag of holding and make a bomb.
Yes. Infinite death.
Luna, I need to.
Did you check the inside of it?
I need to go outside for a second. Could you stay here and tie things up with Theros and Mora?
Absolutely.
Maybe?
When do you want to come and get us, or?
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Ren disappears outside. And Ren, what do you do? This is just Ren moment. Ren, what do you do with what are you doing?
So Ren's gonna go outside and he's gonna find kind of like a alley or an enclave or something that's
it's just
private.
you find a little, it's fine.
Okay, a little privacy, and he's slowly gonna open the bag of holding and look in.
Yeah, it's in there.
And when he sees the cylinder, he's going to grab the cylinder and bring it up to his face and just kind of missed you. I missed you. Where have you been?
And as a matter of fact, when you do that, like your brother,
where have you been?
Your scar, your birthmark, it seems to light up a little. By the way, this time it's very unique. And Mel, for you, you're inside, and your birthmark starts to light up, and you don't know what's going on.
Okay. Go back. Go back. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe.
What was that?
And he puts it back in the bag.
Mora and Theros see Luna kind of like double over a little bit out of nowhere.
Someone get her a drink. Can someone help Luna here, please?
Okay, Theros, give me a moment. Do you need me to heal you? Are you all right?
No, it's just something that I haven't felt in a while, and I mean it's gone right now. But
is it indigestion?
No,
Theros, darling.
But it was.
Oh,
it's nothing.
It's not indigestion, because these librarians should probably have something for indigestion here. The time that people spend in the library, does anyone have something for indigestion here? I just paid 300 gold for an item that belongs to my friend. It's his own item.
You know what would help me? Can we leave and get some fresh air?
Let's get her out of here and get her some fresh air. The library air is stale. Stale, I tell you, and it's affecting my friend's health.
That was a great puppet show, by the way.
Armors kind of come to life as he's shouting, like escort you guys out, and kick you out.
Theros, you know how I'm a healer. You know how I have a healer's kit, right?
Yes, and the puppet kit too.
The puppet kit, my hand puppets.
Yes, I love them.
The puppet kit.
They were great.
Right.
I haven't seen the dragon one that you've done before.
Do you have a dragon puppet?
I do have a dragon.
Ooh, he's new.
Look at it.
But right now, Luna, she's suffering from a terrible, terrible affliction where she might just need you to be quiet for a little bit. Her ears are hurting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Luna,
okay.
I can whisper a poem if it will make you feel better.
You know, usually I would absolutely love and adore your poems, but I think I just need a little bit of fresh air.
That's fine. Look, there's Ren. He's talking to a bag. Hang on, Ren.
No, he's.
Is your bag all right?
Okay.
Theros, look, the dragon.
Theros, I'm fine. Where have you been? I thought you guys were finished. And
your sister's not feeling well, and your bag seems in order. So we should probably take care of her.
It's fine. It's Luna. What's wrong? Are you okay?
You know that like burning sensation that's happened a few times. It just kicked up out of nowhere. So.
She's got acid reflux, Ren. There's something that you should do about that.
No, Theros. It's not that. But thank you for looking out for her. Mora,
Yes.
what happened in there?
Suddenly, she clutched a bit toward her chest near her shoulder. I asked if she needed me to heal her. She was feeling unwell, but she said she didn't need me to.
Got it.
I checked her over, tried not to look like I was doing a diagnosis, but nothing wrong that I could tell.
Classic acid reflux, Ren.
Mora, here's the first D20 roll tonight, and I love it. Roll a D20, please, Mora.
Okay.
You're gathering information.
Do it. Ooh, nice
18?
roll. Good start.
Yeah, for sure. I don't even need to check your diplomacy. But you do it, and you sort of understand that it seems like what Mel experienced is some kind of arcanic. It has an arcane value to it, and it's not divine. It's definitely perhaps even dark magic.
Ren, I must ask you, does she have any affliction of the arcane nature? Perhaps a curse or...
I haven't had any. It's just this one area of where my birth scar is, but that's it.
Well, Luna, when you met the creature in the water when you were younger,
yeah,
was there?
I mean, it was a touch of darkness. I mean, I think obviously I have a little bit of arcane, being able to now do a little bit of magic, but it's never been like this before, which was different. So it's just a different experience that I haven't had in a long time.
She's fine, Mora. We're both fine. Thank you for letting me know what happened, and Luna, we'll talk about it later. Where's the warden?
And then you guys, if you finalize this discussion, Ren, you got back your bag of holding with the item inside, and you do find there are some markings on it, like there's some tags on it and stuff. It's been well studied, by the way. You know that's what happens here. And so as you return, you're commanded to go onto the ship and go to Oppara, which is 2 of your homes. You're very excited to return home, by the way. And the last thing you hear is you go to bed in your cots on the ship, and then it's morning break, and you're told, "Land ahoy!" on the deck. And you hear, "Prepare for arrival in Oppara," and you see all the activity in the Oppara port. So that's where we're going to leave this episode. You guys are amazing. Amazing. That was
Wait,
awesome.
Spencer, before we go, could you just verify that a lot of people have had their hands on Ren's cylinder?
a lot of people have hit. Well, just Ren has used a cylinder.
That's what I heard. I heard a lot of people fondle their cylinder.
He has to clean it regularly. It's important.
See, I'm just asking
That's true.
maintenance
Hygiene is
questions, really.
important. Yep. But you share it sparingly.
If you're gonna touch somebody's cylinder, you better wash your hands.
Hey,
I mean, have permission. That's the most important thing.
Jonathan, you ever seen Ridgemount High?
Yes.
You know the scene I'm talking about?
So many times, yes.
That's not the right cylinder. This is a different cylinder, right?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe.
And maybe not. It depends. But hey, GM, I wanna add one thing. So,
this is like a prologue.
So before Luna and I go to bed, before we're all kind of
on the ship,
or
before you leave port. Yeah.
No, before we're on the ship going to bed with our two friends. I pull her out, looking at the sea. Luna.
Yeah.
You okay?
I'm okay. It's just something that it just reminds me of something that I can't even recall. So I don't know. I don't know. Something just shocked me, like a system, but I can't explain it.
Look, I felt it too. I have the same. I mean, I saw Aiden, what happened, and I saw what happened to you, and it happened to me, and I'm just worried for us. There's something more going on, something bigger going on, something I don't understand what's going on, and this cylinder. It's look, you just. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even say anything.
No. What was it?
It makes me feel it feels like I'm out of control when I have it, but if I don't have it, I feel like I've lost everything. I can't understand. I don't understand. And I only shared, look, I should have told you a long time ago. And I'm sorry.
Yes, you have. You should have. I thought we said everything together. I mean, I don't know what to make of this.
I know.
How long have you had it?
Master Newton wanted me to have it, and I turned it down. And Anastasia told me to grab it before that nightmare happened. And I told Master Arden about it. I don't know what to do, and I feel like I have brought everything upon us through the cylinder. But for whatever reason, Master Newton said that this was the truth that I must carry, and I promised to protect it. And I'm sorry for all the pain it's caused us.
I mean, at least some sort of explanation, but I mean, maybe when we get to shore, you can show it to me so I can understand better.
I want to share this burden with you because I don't think I can do it alone.
No, we're in it together.
And as you guys finish the commentary, two armored hands claps down on your shoulder, and you turn and you look and you see that it's Theros, and you're expecting something ridiculous, and almost in an almost different voice and eyes elsewhere, he looks up to you and says, "You're special, the two of you. The gods have their eyes on you, and they won't lead you astray. People are looking out for you, but you need to stay on your path."
I think that's the best poem you've given us yet.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about? Why are we up here on the... We should go to bed. Why are you up here on the side of the boat? Let's get down to bed. You guys are crazy. You need your rest. Come on, let's get downstairs.
It was almost like he was channeling something.
Yelling?
I'm sorry, Mora. These people won't stay in their bed. They're wandering off on a ship. It's very dangerous. Everybody, please, go to sleep. Go to bed, please.
Everybody cannot wait to go to bed. Great job, Jonathan. I'm going to give you a star for that. Wow, there's a ton of stars.
That's awesome.
On the fly. This might be the most starred night ever. I love it. You guys are fantastic. That was just great. Good job, Jonathan, channeling perhaps somebody in the past or future. We don't know, but it meant a lot to Ren and Luna. And so that's this week's episode. I'm so bummed it went so fast.
I know.
It was great.
We only had one.
It was amazing.
Such is COVID life.
We had one D20.
It was a 19.
And Brooke got it.
Great roll.
It was a 19. That's right. Well, you got all the ones out of your system earlier.
I got all the ones out before we went
There you go, right? It was like, one. Okay, I'm not going to roll
wasn't my son rolling ones. Gee.
This is like when you're at a craps table and you're just waiting and you just walk. You're like,
right.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, no!
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
So this is cool. We're going to see it's Musello, right? Am I pronouncing it right?
Musello.
He's the mage mechanic in Oppara.
Yeah.
Mussolino. Yeah.
Mussolino.
Hey, Mama Gina.
Muselino.
Yo, Tony, I want
Brooke,
to see
this is your time to put in that
Mussolino.
accent.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, so we're going to see Mussolino.
What the fuck?
It's Oppara, okay? It's Oppara.
Hey, Oppara. Yeah, there's a tilde on the end of the A. It's Oppara.
Yeah.
Hey, what's a bit of gold to a rich man?
Yeah, you want a WayFinder what? I mean, Oppara. So you guys go to bed.
WayFinder.
I guess you wake up in the port. You wake up in the port.
WayFinder.
You guys know how busy this port is.
Yep.
You've literally taken down manifests of ships in this port so many times.
Yeah, we've watched people get kidnapped there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, these two did.
These two did. Yeah, sorry.
You channeling that. But yeah, very busy port. I'm excited to see what happens next. And you guys are moving around in Astral. That's great. I don't even think we moved from Astral.
We didn't.
My guy close to the warden. Like it was a conversation.
Oh,
We're running. I'm chasing her.
Like nothing in this hallway.
Laura,
don't go in that room. Zygmun's in there with a.
What's in that room? Oh my
I
god,
want to know what
it's
Zygmun's
terrible.
doing. Oh my god.
He's in there with a sphinx.
Him and the Sphinx. That's such
I've
a
never
weird,
seen such
freaky
terrible,
thing.
terrible, horrible things.
Oh god, I closed the door again.
That could be the whole thing.
Open the
Zygmunt
door.
and the Sphinx.
That's an album for
A
sure.
new TV
That's an
show.
album, yeah.
Zygmunt and
That's
the
a
Sphinx,
David Bowie album.
New album.
Look, this throne is very comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't move it at all. We need Brett back. Well, listen, it was a fantastic episode. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Mel, what do they have to do? They got to subscribe.
Thank you.
Like, subscribe our Facebook page, Loaded Dice
Like
Rollers.
that shit. Follow it.
We have a TikTok. We have an Instagram.
Yeah.
Mostly Facebook. That's where we can get all the things out and give you guys information of what's going on in
And
our
subscribe to
podcast.
YouTube. Just subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe
you
to
gotta
the YouTube.
help us
You
out.
can
Tell your
see our
friends. You
faces
subscribe now and then tell your buddies because, man, we do this for you.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
importance of liking us on and giving us 5 stars. That lets other people
Comment.
that love these kinds of things to be able to find us. So
That is true. That helps us out a lot. We appreciate
very
it.
important.
Show us some love. Show
So
us some
what
love.
happens if somebody doesn't subscribe? Do we not give them a star?
I
We don't
cry.
give them a star.
You're gonna make Brooke cry?
I'll cry too.
No star.
So
no star
I'll-
for you.
I'll cry too.
No.
Brooke and I will cry.
Cry. It'll be very sad.
Tom, there's a
2%.
lot of heartbroken ladies out there that you're crying, but I think most of them are crying for
Oh
Brooke.
yeah, baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Tom's the obvious heartthrob.
All right, you guys.
That's
Well,
Tom, the TV
what a
show,
fantastic
baby.
episode. I can't wait to see what you guys do in Oppara. It's going to be great.
Woo!
Love, we're doing
We're all gonna die.
Can't wait.
Is that the new log line? We're all going to die?
We're all
gonna die.
Hey Mel, what are we doing? We're all gonna
Gonna
die.
die.
Well,
There you
doing
go.
it live.
Smash that subscribe, rate, review, follow, and like. Thanks. We appreciate that.